Are you serious? Really, really? Are you serious? Get a cup of coffee. Why does this keep happening? What is the problem with people? Really? Has the devil gotten in folks' heart this bad? Just leave stuff alone. Just leave stuff alone. If you don't like it, just be quiet about it. Why do this? Here we go again. Another civil liberties attorneys running around, this time trying to change the Ten Commandments, trying to remove it off the wall and change it. What? Oh. All right. I'll read it. Thank you, Raheem, for getting this to me and getting my blood boiling early on a Monday morning. The Ten Commandments. A judge suggests stripping the Ten Commandments down to 6. He wants to do away with 4 of the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments is at the center of a yet another heated debate. This time, the Virginia chapter of American Civil Liberties. The Union is taking a local school district to task over the display of the Ten Commandments inside the Narrows High School in Narrows, Virginia. And you guys remember the movie? What? Moses? You guys remember that? Well, anyway, similar to the case over a prayer mural in Cranston, Rhode Island. Once again, the ACLU. You got to love these guys. They have nothing better to do than run around and get involved in things and just stay out of stuff. The Ten Commandments on the wall somewhere doesn't hurt anybody. On behalf of a student, and the student and family wants to remain anonymous, according to a judge's order, who wants to see the display removed. One student at one high school in Virginia. The Ten Commandments has been on the wall in that high school forever. Everybody respects the Word of God. Whether you're serving God or not, you respect that. What do you want now? You want the Word of God that's over top the doorway of every Jewish home and every Jewish business to be removed? Even though you can't see it, it's rolled up in a little scroll and they put it just on top of the doorways. Do you want to remove those too? Even though it's in Hebrew and you can't read it anyway? You still want it gone? Because it's not the Ten Commandments that's offending you. It's not the symbol of religion. It's your hatred for God. It is your hatred for God. Put it where it's at. And the ACLU. You guys, I wouldn't want to be in your socks for your shoes in judgment. Are you serious? I gotta have a little more coffee. It's been preaching. Oh, well. The ACLU. There's a student who says that the presence of the commandments illustrates the government's endorsement of religion and thus unconstitutional. The Giles County School District, of which Narrows High School is a part, is being represented by Liberty Counsel, a Christian nonprofit group that is claiming that the presence of the display is in fact perfectly legal. The debate over the presence of the Ten Commandments began back in 2010 when the Freedom from Religion Foundation first received complaints about it from one student. And that's because that one student's got some atheist parents who just hate God running around looking for a manger scene. If you got nothing better to do than run around town looking for a manger scene or a Ten Commandments plaque or God bless this home, what? After the initial complaints surrounding the Ten Commandments, a list of moral elements to follow was apparently removed and reposted a number of times. In the end, it was made part of a larger display of historical documents that have shaped the American history. according to the ACLU. Now, the action flies in the face of both strong legal precedents and our fundamental notions of what religious equality means in the United States. The ACLU said in a national statement, when the government promotes one faith, whether it's through the Ten Commandments or other religious documents, it automatically diminishes all other faiths. But the government's not promoting one faith over all the rest. The government's we're allowed under our Constitution what's called the freedom of religion, the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, the freedom to assemble if we want. So we do. We have our own houses of worship, different denominations, and different religions in America. The government's not endorsing anything. They're just allowing people to be free. What these people's problem is, they don't want anybody to be free with their religious faith. But may I say this again, as my dad preached yesterday morning at our church, so wonderfully, so powerful, at Community Gospel Baptist Church in Knox, Indiana. You can't contain the light. Look, you can put rules and regulations. You can have the ACLU run around tearing down 10 Commandments, kicking over church signs, and pulling up manger scenes, and shutting down Christmas caroling in the streets. But you can't contain the light. It continues to shine. It continues to touch the lives of people. You know a tree by the fruit it is bearing, and I'm here to tell you right now the power of God. For when this gospel, this is part of the end time apocalyptic signs. Because when Jesus was asked, can you tell us the signs of thy coming and the end of the world? Sure, he said, there will be wars, there will be nation rise against nation, false Christ will rise and shall deceive many, nations arise against nations, kingdom against kingdoms, there will be wars and rumors of wars, there will be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places, and all these begin to sorrow. Yes, some Christians will be put into prison and contained and be interrogated and even put to death. Because iniquity will abound, the love of many is going to wax cold. They're going to hate one another. They're going to be offended by one another. And it even says, but when this gospel is preached into all the world, then shall the end come. And we're talking, folks, that you can't contain the light. Well, Matthew Staver, who serves as the Dean of Liberty University School of Law and the Chairman of Liberty Council, great organization, by the way, they center this argument by declaring that the Ten Commandments has every right to be displayed. Staver says that it is perfectly protected as a portion of grander historical setting alongside the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. On Monday, federal judge Michael Urbanski ordered all parties to discuss the future of the Ten Commandments in meditation, if indeed a solution cannot be reached. It was suggested that they take the Ten Commandments from 10 to 6. What? You want to add to or take away from the prophetic words of this book? Are you trying to change the Ten Commandments? David said this in Psalms 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in that law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he puts his hands to, and whatsoever he doeth, shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Are you saved? Are you seeing what's going on in America and around the world? Are you realizing the new world order is just about ready to take position? The beast is going to rise. Are you saved? Send me a personal message. I want to be saved. I want to